Hello everyone and welcome to the second series of round one of the Mini LCS 2024 Summer Invitational. Today we have the team of McMoody's Mandem that consists of Nyash Warrior in the top lane, About Blank in the jungle, Ko in the mid lane, Toki in the AD carry position, and Dragole 13 as the support versus Mashup Team B. Formerly called Stalkers, but there was a bit of a dispute there, so we're now just sticking to the default name of Mashup Team B, with Ricky D up in the top lane, Bear Go in the jungle, Gallon mid, Ashy AD carry, and Nymphy as support. The winner of this game, well, they're gonna go onto the next winners bracket, second round game against Pakara Brawl. Whereas the losers will go off to face 5DK in their last chance saloon. Loser bracket first round game. With me today we have esteemed commentator for the Mini LCS, Eunice. How we doing?
Man, esteemed that's high praise right there, but I appreciate that. All's good though. Glad to be back again to commentate a potentially exciting match. We'll see how McMoody's Mandem fare up against Mashup Team B in this first to two. I mean, it's shaping up to be an interesting match. We've got interesting picks on both sides. You know, the bot lane opting for a fairly rushed down early mid game lane, as you can see here with the early engage and poke on Kog'Maw, who's looking for a little more scaling, a little more late game. And try to survive and deliver some results for his team later in the match.
Hopefully. I mean, if we look at the two team comps, I think that the McMoody's Mandem team are looking definitely for like that mid-game rush. So, with the Lucian and Nami and Veigar, they're gonna spike way harder, way faster, in my opinion, than your Kog'Maw and Xerath. Xerath should be fine in the early stages, but I feel like once that ultimate comes into play, Veigar should have a really easy time. If he can land a cage on literally anyone, it should be a kill. Obviously, he's infinitely scaling as well with his passive, so he'll be having a good time. And then, they've got the Jarvan just for the immediate go button, follow that up with the Nami wave. Their team fight is definitely strong. But the comp we've got on the red side, with the Fiora, we're looking more probably like a 4-1 situation. She's probably going to be split pushing a lot. Skarner has some engage tools, but we have a fight going on mid. Oh.
Forces the flash there as well with the Jarvan appearing and also the Veigar cage. I mean, you have no choices as Xerath. You have no mobility options. He doesn't even have his old W that gives him movement speed.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That was a good play from McMoody's Mandem there. Touching on the Fiora though that you brought up, I'd like to bring up for the audience to also know that Fiora in the form of Ricky D was banned 5 times in Champ Select. So he had 5 targeted bans towards the top lane. I mean, obviously McMoody's Mandem have researched the team and looked into who is the most potent player, and Ricky D is apparently that guy, having 5 characters denied from him in Champ Select, and he's left with this Fiora to face up against this Trundle. So we'll have to see how that plays out for him in this matchup.
I think also Nyash Warrior is with namesake of McMoody's Mandem. He is McMoody.
He is McMoody.
He is Adam Nyash Warrior McMoody.
That's some secret lore.
He is their sub, and it looks like he's about to get killed with this gank. Okay, it's squished in between a rock and a hard place.
I mean, he's got nowhere else to go other than the warm embrace of Fiora's sword, and he is the first to go down to Ricky D's Fiora. But we've got a turret dive here from McMoody's Mandem as well. That's a 1-for-1 trade. ADC dies for their top lane.
I mean, it was a really good cross map from About Blank for sure. I mean, once he saw that his top laner was dead, I mean, if we look at the stats right now, literally we got what 37 CS on the Lucian to 8 CS of the Kog'Maw. Even though neither of them had based by this point. you know, it was already, I'm assuming he had the level lead before they did the dive. I actually didn't see. And yeah, they were already like, what, a third HP by the time they chose to make the dive. So it was, I think it was fairly cut and dry, and it was making good of a situation where you know that their go on the Skarner is nowhere near for the counter gank.
I mean, the early 5 to 10 minutes, or not even 5 to 10, 5 to 7 minutes of a game on the Rift can somewhat, provide some kind of inclination as to how the game is going to go. But 37 to 11 CS is a massive difference, especially with 300 extra gold in the form of a kill on Lucian's side. So we may see the gap continuously grow from here on out in this game, in that bot lane.
For sure.
But here we see Fiora. My goodness.
Okay, alright, so just a quick trade there, not too bad. We can see the Skarner is making his way up top side, so we might try to do something there. Or just go for the Void Grubs. Looks like he's going up top, though.
Is Nash Warrior going to fall again, though? That's the question. And not too much action happening in this mid lane, but we do see Veigar passing down for that dragon, as McMoody's Mendem try to claim that neutral objective.
Again,
but in response,
I think this is another one where they know that the Skarner is topside. They know that he's probably on grubs, so they're just trading objectives. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see them kind of split the map here. So I wouldn't be surprised if we start to see Jarvan in there. I mean, he's already in their bottom quadrant for the red side, right? So he might start taking those camps. You've got the blue buff up right now. Meanwhile, Skarner might clear the top side jungle for the blue side and just continuously try to get Ricky ahead. It seems like the teams have their win cons in mind here. Mashup Team B definitely know that Ricky is probably their one easy way to win this game versus Mike Moody's Mandem, who know if they can get Lucian ahead, he should be able to win team fights fairly easily, especially with the engage options they have in the Jarvan and in the Nami and in the Veigar cage.
I mean, I think that's a very fair observation to make. As you see here, living proof of that very prediction. Ricky D with Skarner, turret dive into the trundle, but Skarner dies to the turret. Somehow a turn of events here. What happened?
Damn. Nash Warrior is gaming with the dive there. He survives it. He gets a kill. Nothing gained for the side of Mashup Team B. Meanwhile, we had another fight go on the bot side where everything was coming up Millhouse for Magmoody's Mandem. So yeah, it's not looking good as we come up towards the 10-minute mark. You've got 2k gold lead. Let's have a quick look at the numbers on everybody. So the one kind of bright beacon here for Mashup Team B again is Ricky, who's got a 600 gold lead, just shy of. Skarner is ahead of the Jarvan right now in gold, but it is a negligible lead. We're like 100 gold difference realistically. And then
it's just like two Krugs or something.
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, every other lane is currently in the lead for McMoody's Mandem. Veigar with about 600 gold. The Lucian with a massive 1.6k gold lead.
Massive.
Got another dive gold here. Ooh.
I mean, Ricky is definitely trying with this Fiora to apply as much pressure on Nyash's trundle. Even doing a little cheeky proxy farm, but opts to go back in lane to apply some more pressure. Meanwhile, I mean, as you were saying, Lucian here flexing that gold difference, showing Kog'Maw there is a real bot diff happening. With 80 CS to Kog'Maw's 30, it's not looking good down there.
Yeah, especially he's got the two most important parts, the two damage focused parts of his first item, which will be the collector. So meanwhile, it's against a Vamp Scepter and a dagger, so it's not looking good. And we see another Gallon Flash there to avoid this engage. It's kind of a repeat process here. I think it's about the third time Jarvan's been mid. And now that they've got the flash down, I bet you he'll be back within the next 2 minutes. Probably less. Farm
2
a couple
minutes?
camps.
based on previous ganks, he'll be back in the next 5 minutes or so. As you know, we saw that same sequence of events happen already, and they did very little to capitalize on it. So clearly, as you mentioned earlier, the priority is not in the mid lane. You know, they're leaving Ko to just have some fun and farm up with this Veigar, but I am being proven wrong. Jarvan has returned in the mid lane to claim a kill on this Xerath. Despite the help with Lulu, he will go down for the first time with Jarvan claiming that kill.
I think the roam here from Nymphy is a good option. It almost did keep the Xerath alive. Unfortunately, it wasn't quite enough. But you know, with the flash down, being that far up the lane might be a little bit challenging, and yeah, it ended up costing him his life. Again, now what are we at? 2k, 2 a bit K gold lead roughly.
Oh my goodness! A full turret dive with and he tanked the whole thing. No way.
Damn.
I mean, 3-0, 100 CS to 30, and it's only going to continue to go up from here. Kog'Maw is in a dire position right now.
Yeah, I mean, what is that, recurve bow from the dagger? So I'm assuming they're going for a balk. Versus a collector when they were already getting blasted. I feel like this is probably a sign that things are going to get worse before they get better for the for mashup team B. Oh, and another repeat gank mid.
No luck there with the EQ though. So Xerath will live for a couple minutes longer.
And Nyash Warrior is making good use of the fact that his turret is down now and trying to prevent the Skarner from getting all of the Void Grubs. It's not going to be the biggest deal. Oh, Ashy is caught out again. Oh no.
Are we going to see a fourth kill? I mean, inevitable at this point with Lucian's Collector. And a kill as well on Xerath for Veigar.
That's going to be a return kill. Nice. So, getting the flash off the Veigar was useful. What I mentioned earlier in the game about how these guys want to probably try and spike in the mid game. Oh, Nymphy might be gone here. And another unfortunate kill there against Mashup TV.
Another fifth kill for Lucian. And we've got the two leads meeting for the first time here with Fiora and Lucian now in the same lane, fighting each other. Fiora claims the first kill on Nami, trying to turn on Lucian, but Lucian takes the kill, shows that he is the dominant force right now, going 6-0 while he's being chased by this Skarner. Will he find a way to close it out? Apparently he will with the help of Jarvan, as Skarner also falls. Kog'Maw has returned into the fray. 200 HP on this Lucian, but it doesn't matter, because your 200 HP, it means little to him.
Okay, and we do get the shutdown. We do get the shutdown. That's something. That's got to be nearly 1,000 gold. What? 800 gold because of the bonus. So, you know, that might be their bulk finished right there. Let's have a look, see if they've spent the money. No, it's not quite the bulk finished, but, you know, a shutdown.
Definitely a form of charity.
A shutdown, you know?
That is true.
But take everything you can get when you guys are in a situation like this. Yeah, it's not good, but we'll take it. Consolation prize is a consolation prize, right? Getting that kill onto Toki is gonna take that money off his back, and it looks like Nyash Warrior is gonna go down again. So we got 1 and 2 in the top lane there.
We're leaving Fiora at 4-1, has that Hydra completed alongside the Ninja Tabbies. Full engage on that Xerath, another flash forced out. Seems to be a reoccurring theme here with Galen on this on this Xerath.
They are burning his flash on cooldown essentially. Rinse and repeat every time it comes up. They've got it off him. So, and actually, I'd like to see how much downtime he's had on that flash. As we try to move towards this potential Drake. I mean, McMoody's Mandem are not in a position to really... If they were here, they could definitely contest it. I think they would win any fight, but no one was nearby, so it delays any kind of... Galen might be caught. This is the stun.
Oh my goodness.
Lord.
Did you see that damage? My god. Blink and you miss it. He was there, and now he is not. That leaves Lucian at 9-1. He 7,000 gold in total in his pocket.
insane. He's got nearly double the money that Ashy has right now. And I'm pretty sure he has, like, oh, it's only 500 above what Ricky has, but then it's over 1,000 above what anybody else in the game has. So it is literally, it is a tail of the tape between two people. It is Mashup Team B's top laner versus, oh, Bear Go goes back to base.
Bear Go is definitely a no-go right now as he hands over his the 10th kill to Toki's Lucian as the mid lane turret falls here as well. And they're going to continue with this Rift Herald using the grubs and this massive damage to their advantage. But hold on a second, Ricky has entered the mid lane. 2-0 luck though, it seems.
Kind of too far away with that engage there. I think About Blanca is kind of lucky the enemy team didn't get a chance to collapse on him. Oh, it looks like they may
hold
do
on
it
a
now,
second.
though. Just about gets
Ooh.
out. He's not getting away with this, is he? Okay, flash down and he still dies.
I mean, forces a flash at least from Fiora, but at the cost of his life. And will she continue to chase? Forces the oh, okay.
Ooh.
That was almost a kill. Scary stuff there from Vegas. Only 1-1-2, but the stacks, they continue to increase. If you I mean, I don't know if there's a way for you to show 170. Okay. So
his AP is sitting at 317, even though he has one item. So, and Gallon gets killed in the mid lane again. Maybe
it seems as
something
though
happen here. We'll see.
Possibly, yeah.
Almost. I mean, we still get the kill. I just realized this is let's see exactly where everybody is right now in terms of gold and items. We've got one item on the Trundle, just about one item on the Jarvan, who also, both of them have, oh no, Ashy might be dead here again. Oh no. Oh.
I'd like to say I'm surprised, but unfortunately I'm not.
We got the Flame Horizon in the bot lane as well right now. It's 141 CS to 40. It's
wow.
It's a rough day to be the mashup for Team B's AD carry, I think, with 5k difference in the gold. Toki's having a field day. These are the kind of games I think AD carry players dream for. Obviously, if you're Magmoody's Mandem. Where
absolutely.
He probably feels untouchable right now. The only person he's even remotely afraid of is the Fiora. And if any of his teams CC them, they're going down.
Absolutely. I mean, it's very clear that the choice of champion for this bot lane has clearly worked. The early mid game bringing him a massive advantage right now, being the most successful player on the Rift at the moment. Whereas the Kog'Maw is left with only one item at 18 minutes with, you know, very little chance. But the dash parry from Fiora there, we can't glance over that. Through the cage, ignoring the stun and securing the kill with the help of their teammates. What a play right there.
I didn't know that was an interaction you could do. I didn't know you could parry and dash at the same time. But I guess this is why they banned 5 of his champs, right?
I mean, to consider this is the 6th champion in his repertoire, and he's able to play Fiora to this level, that speaks for itself at the caliber of player in the top lane right now. But Inhib turret falls here, though, for Mashup Team B, despite the fact that top lane is performing so well. Nyash Warrior falls once again to Ricky D's Fiora. Toki goes down to the Fiora, so the tide has seemed to turn, as that's a triple kill on the side of Mashup Team B's Fiora in response to the Inhib turret going down. Are we about to see a change of momentum here? Sorry.
Change of wind, eh? Maybe. I mean, there's a lot of free gold for Mashup Team B to pick up. They've got one turret taken in the entire fight so far, so if they can get a little bit of a foothold here. I mean, with the legendary Fiora, we would hope they might be able to do something. They're going to get this second Drake at least, right? Unless About Blank is able to pull off some kind of miracle, you know, jump in smite steal. But even then, he'll die for it, and that gives them more gold. And is it really worth it for the second Drake? Not really. Here, if they can start to take those tier 1 turrets, like tier 1 mid, tier 1 bot, that's extra, you know, a couple hundred gold in everybody's pocket, and that will hopefully start to kind of shrink this gold gap. It's currently sitting at about 4k. But if we ignore the lead that the Fiora has, everybody else is significantly far behind, right? So the Fiora's got 4k gold up on the Trundle, but then every other lane is down significantly. So we've got a fight going on here against Nyash Warrior. Ricky and Beargo gonna get another kill, but it looks like we've got a Baron start here, trying to take advantage of the fact the strongest member in the jungler are on the wrong side of the map.
I mean, that's it's a good call from McMoody's Mandem there. You see Skarner on the bot side of the map, and that, you know, that leaves the biggest objective on the map right here open. However, they have found their way back to the back to the Baron pit. Jarvan is dead and smited by Skarner. Mashup Team B have stolen the Baron, and the benefits only continue to grow, as that's a triple kill for Galen's Xerath, redeeming himself with that ultimate ability, forcing Nami to run away. I mean, what a turnaround! They seem to be finding their footing with this game now. You know, early game has suffered, but the mid game now seems to be shaping up into Mashup Team B's favor.
Well, I mean, the Xerath and the Kog'Maw definitely will be more late game focused, so they can continue. I mean, look, they're in the lead right now. The gold has actually completely 180'd. It's there now. It's not a massive lead, but they are in the lead. Like I mentioned, there was a lot of free gold on the map. They've taken all tier 2 top and tier 1 mid, so they've got 3 turrets now as opposed to the 1. They no longer have objective bounties. You know, they've made a large kind of jump here with that big Baron mistake there from McMoody's Mandem. I think the initial call was good, but it just seems like the damage wasn't there, and it took them too long to actually get the thing down. You saw Toki use his ultimate when the Skarner was basically on his screen. So maybe if they had done that earlier, they would have been able to kill it and get out without any casualties. But instead, I mean, we witnessed the catastrophe, right? And we can see the damage it's caused in the gold graph.
Absolutely. I mean, despite the fact that the scales seem to be fairly lopsided on each team, with, you know, one member on each team having most of the gold, that we can't ignore the fact that the gold gap has been closed, as you say. You know, they are no longer behind as a team. However, as individuals, they all seem fairly in the same position, despite the Lucian and the Fiora with the you know, massive gold advantages that they have.
Yeah, I feel like, oh, okay, Toki gonna go in as hard as he can.
I mean, clearly using that massive gold advantage to his benefit, and showing off exactly why he is the main threat on the team at the moment, with a massive, you know, support group around him that helps to enable that as well.
Agreed. One thing I will say in this game specifically is that in the early and mid game, the Veigar was definitely beating Galen on the Xerath, but he now, I haven't noticed it, but it seems as though he's not picking up side lanes that much. They must be funneling as much as they can into Toki, because he's currently got a 2-level disadvantage. Galen is at level 14 right now, and I think that's heavily influenced how he's been able to impact these fights, because it wasn't a lane lead that he had that's allowed him to be able to pick up triple kills in that Baron fight, you know. It's been just the fact he's been picking up waves consistently. I think he's also picking up the slack where Ashe isn't picking up as much CS, but we'll see how things play out as he pops his ultimate here, trying to maybe catch Nyash Warrior out.
Hold on a second, we've got 4 members of Nyash Warriors chasing... Oh, not Nyash Warriors, Mashup Team, sorry. Chasing the Nyash Warrior, leaving their base entirely open for McMoody's Mandem to run down the mid lane and claim that first inhib. But are they going to stop there? Doesn't seem like it.
Second one, yeah. Cage
that
comes
is
out.
second inhib going down. But wait, we've got a TP here from Fiora. Oh wait, I think you've got the fog of war on blue side.
Oh damn! How'd I do that?
But hold on a second, is Fiora gonna fall here to the Lucian? Yes. Wow, that is a massive turnaround there. I mean, the momentum has swung once again. The pendulum is returning to the favor of McMoody's Mendems here, as Fiora is now no longer the dominant force. But unless they're able to find Lucian by himself, which is extremely unlikely, there doesn't seem to be another way for Mashup Team B to close this out.
Agreed. I mean, look at the gold between them. There's literally 50 gold between Lucian and the Fiora right now. So, yeah, it is pretty much just them two going at it. I mean, we have... oh, the lead has also been closed here in the mid lane as well. Galen had about 1,000 gold lead earlier, but it's closed up with those two inhibs and the dragon. Veigar, and even still, even when he was 1,000 gold down, Veigar is still able to one-shot Nymphy and one-shot Ashy, and I'm sure if he catches Galen, because Galen has no like main HP items here, he's got Horizon Focus and Luden's Companion, which both don't give any kind of like sustainability. They don't make you any beefier. He probably gets one shot as well. Even his level lead that I was talking about earlier, he's still level 14. Ko is still behind him, but he is not as far behind him.
Yeah, I mean that's a great point to bring up, the level difference, considering Kog'Maw is currently the same level as Nami on the team that are ahead. But ignore that, Escana catches two members of McMoody's Mendem under the turret, but it didn't matter since the whole team were there to prevent anything serious from happening. Jumping in by himself, trying to make something happen for his mashup team, but the only ones here getting mashed up is Team B.
Nyash Warrior dumping on the Nexus. Is it gonna be the game? Nymphy gets caught out. Blasted. We got the
Ricky D jumping into the back line.
Ricky's dead.
Falls to Nyash Warrior.
With Ricky dead and Toki alive, I think this is game, right? It's got to be. Galen's trying his hardest here. He's almost got about blank dead. But he's going to go down to Toki as well. The Lucian damage is just too damn high. Skarna's
I mean, how are you going to stop this? I don't think you can unless they direct all resources to taking Toki down. This seems like it could be game right here.
No, it's not.
But no.
They're abandoning ship. They're going to go for another Baron. I think they need to reset first, though. No, certainly. I think does Toki have enough? He doesn't have any lifesteal, so I mean he'll have it in his masteries.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, I think they do really need to base. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna get the reset. A little bit staggered by Toki's greed for the red buff there, but shouldn't cause them any real harm. Oh, DC there for some reason. Nobody knows. All good.
It's all good.
Yeah, like I mentioned, it's not going to cause them any harm here because, you know, Mashup Team B are having their own fight right now with a bunch of super minions. With all three inhibs going down, they have double barrel, like 2 supers in every lane, every wave. It becomes quite oppressive to deal with, especially if you're in a situation where the person who should be clearing your waves for you has 8 ECS at 30 minutes and is lower level than your support. It's difficult. It's difficult to deal with, is the best way to put it. It's posing a challenge for them. But, you know, I said I thought the game would be over like 15 minutes ago. I was like, oh, I think if they can't kill the Lucian, then it is what it is, and they just need to go next. But they're still in it. They keep catching them. So McMoody's Mandem are making mistakes.
Very true. I mean, they're definitely getting cocky, a little sloppy, but they have every right to be, right? They're 3,000 gold ahead. Lucian is 15-3. The whole team just have to peel for him. You know, they've got, well, they had 3 inhibitors open. So, if I were in the position, I'd be, completely arrogant too. But you have to make sure that you close things out reasonably. Fiora is still a threat. Skarner can still shut down the groups of your team together. But never mind, as Xerath is picked out by Lucian and co. from afar. Skarner soon to follow. And, this may be... Yeah, this may be the end of the game. As Trundle closes it out there with the help of Lucian, game 1 goes to McMooney's Mandem.